Sony State of Play happened the other day, and while there wasn't really any big surprises, we got some more information on Call of Duty Modern Warfare, some independent titles like Arise and After Party, and of course the announced date for Last of Us Part 2 has finally arrived. We know it's February of 2020. But we also got the PlayStation Plus announcement for October, and we got The Last of Us Remastered and of course MLB The Show 19. Now, if you're out of the States, that last one probably won't interest you too much, but if you are in America, baseball is one of our bigger sports. Now, there's a chance if you're going to be downloading because of PlayStation Plus, you don't know what to do in MLB The Show, so that's what I'm here for. I'm here for a beginner's guide so you know exactly where to start, what to do, including something that the developers are going to give you for free for trying it out in October. So stick around, drop a like, it'll really help us out, get subscribed to stay up to date on content like this, grab a cold one, and let's party. This is MLB The Show 19. You're going to be welcomed in the game by this screen. You'll see San Diego Studios' list of events including Twitch live streams and in-game events. Also, you'll see the latest content drops on the screen as well. As you scroll over the play menu, you will see 6 options. Play Now is where you're going to get your typical exhibition mode. We are going to detail the most important modes within the game that you'll most likely start off with. Diamond Dynasty is the game's most popular mode. In fact, if you peruse the show's subreddit, you'll see the entire conversation is nearly geared towards Diamond Dynasty exclusively. San Diego Studios, as well as other companies, love modes like this because this is how they continue to earn money from their gamers after they purchase the game. If you're familiar with Madden or FIFA, this is the show's version of Ultimate Team. You get to build up a team of baseball players through several ways. In-game currency known as stubs is how you can immediately purchase players. It is incredibly easy to navigate the store for the hottest players in the game currently, along with a filter by just pressing the square button to narrow down a specific player you are looking for. The next way to earn players are through in-game packs. Much like the Ultimate Team modes in EA games, you can earn these in-game through missions, events, stubs, and even real money. Me personally, I've not spent a single dollar after purchasing the show this year, as I prefer to grind my way through a better team. Here you can see the process of opening packs that I earned through the Ring Seasons mode, which I'll go into in a second. As I mentioned, you can also buy packs, and sometimes they'll even have special event packs or discounts on the bundles. Also, if you play during October, you'll be given 5 free packs from San Diego Studios, as well as a diamond player to start off your team on the right foot. Next, there are programs that you can complete to earn what are known as endgame players. These are your best of the best in the game that will help you defeat the competition online. From players like Ken Griffey Jr. to Jeff Bagwell to Goose Gossage, the names range from all eras. These are all missions that will include using your own team, exchanging cards you have, and much more to get these bosses. These bosses are also available to purchase with in-game stubs, but you'll need to save quite a bit depending on the market at the time. Now within Diamond Dynasty, there are several game modes to go over. Ranked Seasons is where you take your team and play against increasingly tough competition to rank your team up. The higher your rank, the better your rewards. Next is Battle Royale, which is your quick game mode, so much like Fortnite or PUBG, lose and you're out. Well, in the show you do get 2 losses before you're out. Your goal is to win 12 games to get a Diamond Player reward. If you happen to go 12-0, you'll get an additional reward on top of that. In this game mode, you'll draft from a predetermined pool as a way to level out the competition in this mode. It costs 1,500 stubs for every entry, but your first entry will be free. Moments is the next, and we kind of touch on this a little bit with the programs, but here you'll get to replay historic moments or specific missions to help you in your quest to attain bosses and additional rewards. This is a very vast and deep rabbit hole that can be fun to get lost into. In fact, in certain moments like the Ken Griffey Jr. moments, they'll even have video clips before you do it to kind of give you a much more historical element to it. After that, there is events. Now, while there isn't one at this exact moment, this will feature specific attributes to games that you'll play. Game lengths can be somewhere between 3 to 6 innings and have certain requirements such as only allowing American League players or players with ratings under 80. So it's a very fun and unique way to customize your team while having to go against something that they're setting up for. The last mode we'll go over in Diamond Dynasty is called Conquest. In Conquest, which I won't go into great detail as it has grown so much over the last year, brings you on a map in which you can earn certain rewards amongst a certain path. You'll also get to conquer certain areas and complete additional missions for rewards. I'll link a video in the top right and in the description for a much larger overview on the game mode itself. The next game mode is my favorite to play, and that is Franchise Mode. I'm a big fan of simulated sports games, specifically baseball, so this speaks to me greatly. If you played any sports game in the last, 20 years, You'll not be surprised by anything you'll find in this game mode. In this mode, you'll pick a team and try to take them to the World Series. Of course, by saying that, I'm oversimplifying it. You'll get to manage your team through free agency, trades, contract signings, drafting, amongst other things. You can choose to simulate through the season if you so desire, or even simulate into an entirely different generation. It's your world, create it how you see fit. But if you decide to play the games like I do, you'll be inserted into an immersive, realistic baseball simulation. You're not even seeing the MLB Network overlay here that the show has. This is just an original creation that San Diego Studios has made for this game. So when real life baseball gets me down, and as a Cubs fan I've had my fair share of real life baseball getting me down, I can escape to the show and make them play as good as I want, or, well, as good as I can. The best part is, the particular players you're seeing at this moment came from my save in MLB The Show 18. So I started this particular franchise within last year's game. It's been a feature of the show for quite some time, which is such an underrated feature and does not get enough attention. So if the show 19 is something you find yourself really liking and are afraid of losing your progress in franchise mode, and this next one I'm about to talk about, no worries, because your progress will carry over to MLB The Show 20 if you choose to buy that game. It's quite the realistic mode, as you can see Javier Baez chasing a garbage in the dirt. Last mode I'll discuss is Road to the Show. If you're familiar with other franchises like NBA 2K or Madden, this is your My Player mode or your Superstar mode respectively. This mode has gotten the most updates outside of Diamond Dynasty over the years. It has become a sports RPG essentially. You get to have these conversations with countless amounts of people ranging from the owner to the manager, players, and to psychologists that you see here. You really get to create who you are. Admittedly, this is my least played mode as I like controlling the entire team, but it is fun to really narrow your focus to just your guy. You can even have Ricky Vaughn's haircut, the Wild Thing, which is a nice touch that I added to my player. When you get into the game itself, you control your player and only your player. While you can sit through all 9 innings or more if your team goes in extras like this game will, I highly advise against that. As a position player, you'll appear when you are up to bat or a batted ball has a chance to come at you. In the settings you can decide to only bat if you so choose, but I like the complete experience. While I played first base in real life, there is no defensive fun to be had within the show at the position, so I went with my secondary position of third base. Even then you can have limited time in the field, as I only played on one defensive play in this example, and that came in extra innings. Within the game itself, you can activate challenges. This will help your XP levels if you complete them. Being patient at the plate and not swinging at bad pitches will only help you, and as you see on the side throughout, certain attributes will be granted buffs or debuffs depending on how you did on that particular play. This game mode can get addicting, especially when you are launching go-ahead dingers in the late innings. There's plenty more to be had, and I advise you to go in the description, in which I'll link some of my favorite videos to help your MLB The Show journey. And perhaps I'll see you in Diamond Dynasty someday. Look out for the Windy City Stars and their mediocre gameplay. So that was everything you need to know to get started in MLB The Show 19. Will you be downloading it come Tuesday, October 1st? Why or why not? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, we already said, drop a like, really help us out, get subscribed, and turn on that notification bell for more content like this. And of course, until next time, party on!